Hi and welcome to my channel. So the UK government has finally dropped a bombshell announcement as they have released the long-awaited NHS workforce plan. If you're watching this and you're not sure what the NHS is, so that's the National Health Service in the UK, because this is the government, it is obviously led by government policy, it is funded by us, the people living in the UK. So if you're watching this and you're out of the UK, I'm going to tell you what the implications are for you. If you're in the UK, I'll tell you what the implications are for you. If you're in healthcare or still wanting to move to healthcare, I'm going to explain to you how is this going to affect you. Because the truth is that many of the changes that they have introduced are going to be mind-blowing. For somebody who has been in the UK and like myself, you're focusing on career progression, you're getting yourself ready for when those opportunities come, it is a massive advantage. But if you're in this country and you're working for the NHS and you're focused on other things, for example, working extra shift, then this is not going to be good news, especially if you've been working agency. Because, like I've said, apprenticeships as well, a lot has been included in this plan regarding apprenticeships. So, again, overseas recruitment, what is the impact going to be? I am really excited for this particular plan and I have been waiting for it kind of day and night. So, now that's what I'm going to discuss in this video. Three top changes that are going to be coming in the UK. So again, whether you are a nurse, doctor, it doesn't matter, because when you talk about healthcare, there's also IT, there's procurement, there's recruitment, there's HR, there's housekeepers, there's all sorts of people that make up the National Health Service. So it's not about nurses, carers, doctors, midwives, the clinical staff. There's also the non-clinical healthcare staff. So you want to make sure that you know what these changes are and how they're going to affect you. So if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I do appreciate your time. And look, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you want to hit that subscribe button now. Don't be a stranger on here, so you're the first to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here at 10 a.m. prompt UK time. Also, I do have a free newsletter. If you check the comment section below, I've dropped a link to that newsletter. It's completely free. I send you these updates directly to your inbox so you never miss out on any vital information, about the UK. I share info on here about free UK visa sponsorship opportunities. You're not spending thousands of pounds, you're not spending millions, you're not getting in debt, to get visa sponsorship. Also, work from home jobs so that, you're not even stressed out. You're able to supplement your income and earn a lot more without necessarily leaving your home and going out to work. Also, career progression. Look, that's something that I'm really passionate about, because as somebody that I started my own UK journey working as a carer in a nursing home, and within a short period of time I went to university, studied to become a qualified nurse, and within 5 years from qualifying as a qualified nurse in the UK, I became an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position in the profession. So look, career progression is something that I'm passionate about. Also, starting your own side business. Look, I go on about career progression, but do you know what the plan is? So you get to the UK, you get in a career, get a good job, get to the top of that career, learn all the skills you need, get that into a side business, make it a successful business, retire early, rich, wealthy, and do your own thing and enjoy this country. That's what I'm all about. So I share information about all those things through my newsletter. So you can check the comment section below and do join. You need to just drop your name and email and you're part of the newsletter. I also support with career progression with these things that I've spoken about through my private coaching program, which if you check the description box below or the about section of this YouTube channel, then you will find a link to join my private coaching program. And look, it is mind-blowing. If you need any guidance, you're in healthcare, looking for visa sponsorship opportunities, wanting to get into healthcare, as we know there are endless opportunities, you 100% want to check that coaching program out. So what has the government announced in its workforce plan? Look, it is something that it is unbelievable, because the first thing we're going to talk about is the fact that they are going to be doing more apprenticeships. If you've watched my previous videos, I absolutely love apprenticeships. In fact, currently as we speak, I'm concluding my third year Master of Science in Advanced Clinical Practice, and I'm doing this through an apprenticeship scheme, which means that the NHS is funding for me to study my master's for over a period of 3 years. And look, it's very expensive. It's about £100,000 obviously per year to do this. So you can imagine the opportunities that it brings. So the NHS in this workforce plan has announced that they're going to do more apprenticeships. They want more people, nurses, for example, doctors, midwives, and other professions, allied healthcare professions as well, to have access to more apprenticeships. And look, I've shared lots of videos on here about apprenticeships, because the best thing about apprenticeships is that you are paid in order to study. So that your employer, which is the NHS, will pay your tuition fees and pay you to study. I'm saying that I am currently doing an apprenticeship, and that's how I'm paid a lot of money to study. My employer, which is the NHS, also pays my tuition fees. So look, these are opportunities that you want in this country. You don't want to be applying directly to university and pay your own fees if you can have on the job training through an apprenticeship. And that's why I take my time, I dedicate all this time to bring these videos to you so that you are aware of this. Currently in my private coaching program, I've got hundreds of people that are going through this pathway. Some people are already doing their apprenticeships just like myself. Other people are currently still applying for those apprenticeships. Other people are going through the pathway to get to the NHS first, and then look at what apprenticeships are available in order to apply. These are opportunities that you should be pursuing in this country, because they're going to guarantee you the success that you deserve. You don't want to be going to uni, spending thousands of pounds to come out without any job. It is not worth it. And if you take time to study the culture in this country, to study how career progression really works, you're going to realize that it is not the traditional way of going to uni that is necessarily relevant. In some cases, it's very good. And again, I've done videos about that, but you want to pursue these apprenticeship programs. So again, like I've said, I've got hundreds of people in my private coaching program that I'm currently supporting through these pathways. Some of them have already started, they're doing their nursing through apprenticeships. Some are doing midwifery through their apprenticeships. Like I said, I'm also doing an apprenticeship. So please check out these opportunities, because the government from now hence is going to be significantly increasing the opportunities for apprenticeships. And career progression, look, my dear, is key. So that's the first thing. The second thing, and like I've said, if you like this content, you want to hit that like button. It lets me know you enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more. If you've got any questions as I'm going along, please do leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be able to, answer those questions on there. Also, if you haven't joined my newsletter, you want to check the comment section below and join. It's also got all of my contact numbers, because if you're thinking, oh my God, Melvis, what about this? But I don't necessarily want to put it out on YouTube, you can use that to contact me directly. But if you need that tailored, individualized, and personalized guidance, then consider joining my private coaching program, where you're going to find the link, the description box below, or the about section of this channel. We're going to go through what's your experience, what's the best pathway for you to pursue, how do you apply, where do you apply, how do you optimize yourself, position yourself for success, through that particular pathway. How do you present yourself on your CV? Because let me tell you, no matter how good you are, if you are not able to articulate your goodness through your CV, you're going to get nowhere, because nobody is going to get into you to find out how good you are. It is what your CV says that a prospective employer is going to look at. And that's why having a CV that is spot on is one thing that I personally focus on the most when it comes to those people who are part of my private coaching program. If you're watching this now and you're part of the program, you know how, 2 and 4 one-to-one sessions that we have to get that CV sorted. Because like I say, no matter how good you are, if you cannot articulate that on your CV, if I look at your CV and I'm not able to see that goodness, you know what I mean, those juices, creative, you're going to get nowhere. So again, we'll go through those interview preparations. What do you need so that when you got that amazing CV and you present yourself at the interview, you're able to defend everything that is on your CV. So you want to make sure that you check out that program and 100% consider joining, because career progression is key. So the second thing is that NHS staff are going to be banned from working extra shifts. Look, this is something that is massive in itself, because many people rely on extra shifts through agencies in order to earn extra income. I don't necessarily agree with this, but it's not about what I agree with. It's about government laws, government policy, rules. And the NHS is at a time where finance, money is a very limited resource. And so they're looking for ways of cutting down on spending, and reducing funding when it comes to agencies is one of the most effective ways that the NHS can do to save money. So the NHS is going to be banning NHS staff from working agency, which means that if you work for the NHS, you will not be allowed to work through an agency, you know what I mean, to supplement your income. And that's why, again, career progression is something that is key. Because when you progress, that's the only way that you can work fewer hours, earn a lot of money. If you're not progressing and say you're a band 5 nurse, you're stuck in the same position, look, it's not worth it. You need to build a solid foundation for yourself in this country. When I got to the UK, one thing that I realized was that if I didn't understand the system so I could progress within that system, look, life for me was going to be tough. And that's why I've dedicated the last 10 years, working for the NHS and making the most of all the best opportunities to help me progress so that I can get to the top of my career, earn a lot of money, and work fewer hours. Because look, I've got no interest working extra hours. Just the other day, I had an agency contact me saying, Melvis, we know you're a nurse practitioner. We would pay you £100 per hour to work with us if you. And I was like, £100 per hour, that's a lot of money. But the thing is that these agencies want people that are already qualified. They want nurse practitioners that are already trained. And let me tell you, getting that training from private organizations, it doesn't happen. That's why the NHS has access to those opportunities that if, like me, you're keen on career progression, that's where you should be heading. And that's why I go on this channel about opportunities to work for the NHS, progressing in your career, not being stuck in the same position. So obviously, you want to make hay while the sun shines. So that is, the second thing that they have said within this particular workforce plan. The fact that working extra shifts is going to be banned, and you will have to do extra shifts within the NHS itself, with the NHS framework or the NHS bank staff, which obviously it pays more than your permanent job, but it doesn't pay as high as agency nursing. Very interesting months ahead, as this is all implemented, because like I've said, it is well worth laying a solid foundation for yourself based on success principles, based on the fact that whatever the laws the government implements, you're not going to be affected negatively. And that's why career progression, I can tell you, is the only way forward. And then what's the third thing? The third aspect was that of managers. Look, the NHS currently has so many people in top managerial positions that don't have healthcare experience, as in they don't have that clinical background. The government in this workforce plan has said that nurses, doctors, healthcare assistants, midwives, all those people are going to have more senior positions. So those very senior positions are going to be occupied by people that have experience within healthcare, actually working and delivering that patient care. And again, that's what I'm saying. If you are somebody who's keen on career progression, there's never been a better time than now to put yourself out there. Make sure you're getting yourself in front, ahead of the game, because there is going to be so many opportunities for all of us. I'm really excited because, as you know, if you watch my other videos, career progression is my bread and butter. It's something that I love. It's something that I live. It's something that I've focused on for over my 12 years that I've been in this country. Because what I realized early on, like I said, is that if I progress in my career, I'll be able to earn more and work less, because I don't like working extra shifts. That's the reality of it. Yes, I want to earn more money, but I don't necessarily want to work any extra shift. So that's why I focus on this career progression thing. So obviously, the senior positions now are going to be given, and prioritization is going to be given to people like myself, who are nurses, who understand the system, who know what the NHS is about, what the patients need, what the staff needs, and all of that. So again, what do you think about these changes? There are lots of other things, and all of these, for it to be achieved, they will have to increase overseas recruitment. So there's going to be more overseas recruitment, more apprenticeships, and then a reduction in agencies, so that the NHS can save more money and be able to obviously function better. But what do you think about this? I'm very excited. If you haven't joined my newsletter, you want to check the comment section below and join. It's completely free. I send the info to you every single day as it becomes available. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, really, you want to hit that subscribe button so you're the first to be notified every single time when I drop a new video on here. But if you need that tailored, individualized, and personalized guidance, then my dear friend, consider joining my private coaching program, which you can find the link on the about section of this channel or the description box below. And I'm looking forward to supporting you, to guiding you, to working with you, and just you know what I mean, supporting you through that journey to success here in this beautiful country, the UK. You want to watch this other video that I've done, and it's just gonna take you to the next level. And I'll see you in this video.